In the given case, this provision need to understand, if I imported goods only to carry out the repair in India, after the completion of the repair, it is exporting back. That means import of goods only for the purpose of repairs and maintenance in India. Soon after the repairs and maintenance, without being put to use, I am exporting back. Importation of goods only with the intention to carry out the repairs and maintenance. After completion of that work, even before being put to use, I am exporting back from whom I imported. In that case, my supply of services and tangible goods in India. In that case, what is the place of supply as per section 13(3)(a) is in India. So, location of supply in India, place of supply in India, you want me to pay IGST, then I am not happy to do the business. For that purpose, the government of India, upon the Parliament or upon this particular recommendation of the GST Council, in the given case, they decided, hey Mr. Importer, are you importing the goods only for repair purpose in India? Yes sir, because my supplier asked me to do the repair. Because my supplier is a Sony company, his camera sets he is selling with a warranty period of 1 year. During the warranty period, if any repair comes that is coming to India to my place for repair purpose, sir, soon after repair I am exporting back, sir, to Sony company, sir. Is it so? If we import like that only to carry out the repair purpose and exporting back it, that means you are carrying out a service on tangible goods in India. If that is the case, my dear friend, in that situation, though the place of supply as per section 13(3)(a), which is in India, for your case, I am omitting you from section 13(3)(a). So, you are skipped from section 13(3)(a). If I skip from 13(3)(a), then where I am going to be fall? I am going to fall into section 13 subsection 2. Where location of the recipient is identified in the ordinary course of business is a place of supply. So I am very happy in this regard. Now the example is as follows. Sony Company London appointed Rafi Electronics of Chennai. Sony Company London appointed Rafi Electronics Chennai to do the repair for the Sony cameras. Then location of supplier in India, location of recipient outside India. In that case, I imported the Sony cameras which are defective cameras. When I imported, what for I importing? I am importing it only for repair. If I importing it for only repair, in that case, after the repair, even before being put to use, I am exporting back. In that case, my supply of service on tangible goods should not be looked from the angle of section 13(3)(a). It should be looked from the angle of 13(2). In that case, my place of supply is equal to where the recipient location identifiable in the ordinary course of business. Sony Company London. So place of supply goes to London. Location of supplier in India. Location of recipient outside India. Place of supplies outside India. Payment received in the foreign currency or in Indian rupees, wherever the Reserve Bank of India permitted to me, and my supplier and the recipient are not a related parties, not a head office branch office. In that case, my supply is called as export of services as referred under section 2 section 6 of the IGST Act. As a result, my export of services, I am liable to pay IGST at the rate of 0%. If I put to use quite for some time in India, after enjoying that product quite some time, I am exporting back. In that case, hey Mr. Rafi Electronics, you are not come under the category of 13(2). You are remains with the section 13(3)(a). Service provided on tangible goods. Then the place of supply where the performance is performed. In India, I performed repair services. After repairing, I am enjoying with that product quite for some time and exporting back at a later date. In that case, place of supply for me is where the repair has been carried out in India. That means location of supply in India, place of supply also in India, then liable to pay IGST. Question of exemption not available in the given case. Now I'll put in this manner. Hey Mr. Department, I imported the goods for repair only. Before export, I should put to use. Otherwise, I cannot able to identify my repair properly done or not. What you are telling me? I'm not enjoying the product. I imported the goods for repair. You said without being put to use, I have to export. But here I cannot able to do so because after I carried out the repair, I should put to use quite for some time whether my repair properly done or not, the product is properly functioning or not. Without testing, I cannot able to export back. In that case, the government says, don't worry, hey Mr. Importer of that goods for repair in India, if you exporting after being put to use, which is warranted to do so, in that case, you are remains in section 13 to not under 13(3)(a). One practical question I am going to bring here in the given case. Example, ABC Fabricators has its factory located in Gujarat. It has temporarily imported certain goods from its customer located outside India, namely in China, and re-exporting them to China after carrying out the necessary repairs without putting them into any use in Gujarat. Examine what would be the place of provision of service in the given case with reference to the place of supply of services. Well, your answer is different if the repaired goods are re-exported after being put to use in Gujarat for some time. So very clearly I can say that the first part of the answer, ABC Fabricators imported the product only for repairs and re-exporting even without being put to use. In that case, 13(2). Place of supply for Fabricanas, the ABS fabricators. For ABS fabricators, what is the place of supply? As per section 13(2), location of the recipient. Where the recipient? China. Therefore, place of supply China. Location of supply in India. Location of recipient outside India. Place of supply is China, namely outside India. Payment is in the foreign currency or in the Indian rupees, wherever Public Reserve Bank of India. And the recipient and the supplier not a real parties, not a merely established as a head office branch office. In that case, it is a perfect fit of export of services. I am not liable to pay GST, even I am going to pay GST, namely IGST, which is at the rate of 0%. On the other hand, second part of the answer, I have been quite for some time put to use that particular product after repair and exporting back. In that case, my place of supply as per section 13(3)(a), where I perform the performance in Gujarat. Therefore, place of supply is Gujarat. Location of supplier ABC Fabricator Gujarat. Performance performed Gujarat. Therefore, place of supply Gujarat. I am liable to pay IGST. No exemption. As per section 7, section 5, clause C of IGST Act, it is supply of goods or services in taxability, not intrastate supply, not covered under any provision of section 7 series, therefore covered under section 7(5)(c), interstate supply. Liable to pay IGST. If I further stated that, hey department, don't levy IGST because this particular product what I imported for repair, unless I put to use, I cannot export back. Put to use is a precondition for export. In that case, my place of supply will be decided as per section 13 subsection 2, where location of recipient is outside India. Therefore, place of supply is outside India, is export of services. Got the clarity, my dear friends?